इस पार्टी में आज एक टॉक्सिक वर्क एनवायरनमेंट है। आपको काम करने से रोका जाता है, पार्लियामेंट में बोलने से रोका जाता है।
That was Raghav Chadha attempting to pacify his young support base because they are not happy about his shift from the Aam Aadmi Party to the BJP. Chadha has lost 2 million followers on Instagram in the last couple of days since this announcement came out. He's gone from 14 million down to 12 million. And the commentary is that effectively Gen Z is driving that backlash. So he's put out this video effectively saying that if you were in a toxic workplace, what would you do? Would you leave or would you stay? I chose to leave. And in this video, we're going to examine how his exit is not just about him being unhappy about a toxic workplace. His exit is about the possibility that Arvind Kejriwal might lose his party altogether, that the Punjab government might probably be broken right now out of their Operation Lotus attempt, that this changes drastically the numbers in Rajya Sabha, and that could indicate something else altogether. So effectively, there's a lot going on politically, and Chadda's attempt to say, hey, I was just unhappy where I worked, so I made a career change, might not fully cover it. So that's what we're going to do in this video. But before we move forward, a reminder to like this video and share it, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll get to know that we put up a video as soon as we do. And finally, do sign up for our membership, where we put out a news bulletin every day that will help you understand what's going on in the world without any of the drama that comes along with the news these days. Okay. So let's get to it. What's happened now? Chadha has put out a video where he says effectively, and you can go take a look at that video if you want, where he says that he gave 15 years of his life to build this party. It's no longer the same. It's a toxic work environment. He's being stopped from working and from speaking. He says, I had a choice. I could quit politics, I could stay and fix things, or I could move on. I've decided to move on. And he basically says that since 6 other people decided to move with him, 1 or 2 people can be wrong, but 7 people be wrong? Because we were all together. So that's what effectively he's saying. And there are a couple of questions I want to ask and examine about this move on a larger political scale. Okay. So Raghav Chadha's personal unhappiness aside, the first question to ask here is the merger valid? Now remember, what has happened is because Chadha moved with 2/3 of the Aam Aadmi Party in Rajya Sabha, he called it a merger into the BJP and not just a defection, because a defection under Indian law would mean that they would all lose their seats. They would get disqualified from Rajya Sabha. So it turns out the Rajya Sabha chairman, Mr. Radhakrishnan, has accepted that merger of the 7 Aam Aadmi Party MPs into the BJP led by Raghav Chadha. With this, the BJP strength goes up to 113. And Union Minister Kiran Rijiju, who's said this is a great move towards nation building under the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. There's a legal aspect to this, and I want to explain that very quickly. And this is where Raghav Chadha's plans will actually be questioned. When he announced his move and he said he had 2/3, that effectively protects him from disqualification under the anti-defection law. But it's a little more complicated than that. Now there are commentators and legal experts who are saying voluntarily leaving the party will be grounds of a defection. Joining another party as part of a formal merger will have to involve the original party. So let me explain what this means. Do you remember when Eknath Shinde split the Shiv Sena from under Uddhav Thackeray and formed his own party? He has not merged with the BJP. He formed his own party. And what he did effectively was claim that he is the original Shiv Sena. So for a while we saw these headlines in Maharashtra like, "With the real Shiv Sena, please stand up." Now what Eknath Shinde said was that because he got the majority number of MLAs to leave with him, he is now the Shiv Sena and Uddhav Thackeray is on the outside. And that was his argument, making him the original party. So effectively, if you want to merge with someone else, you have to be the original party to merge. And this is one argument that is being put forward by legal experts right now. So, and then once Eknath Shinde made that argument, there was that case went to Supreme Court. It went before the Election Commission on who gets the party symbol, who gets the party name. And they all decided in favor of Eknath Shinde at the time. And the court took a while to hear that case. And by the time the case came before the Supreme Court, Uddhav Thackeray had already moved out of the chief minister's seat. So effectively, what in simple terms it means is that a handful of MPs cannot declare a merger on their own. They have to be the original party. In this case, the original party is still Arvind Kejriwal and the rest of the Aam Aadmi Party. And the MPs who have left have not claimed to be the Aam Aadmi Party. So could that be a question that comes up? Now, since the chairman of the House has already accepted this merger, it's not going to come up before the chairman of the House, which means that they will have to go to court. Now, if they go to court, and the Aam Aadmi Party has said that yes, we are willing to go to court over this, it's gonna take a while. We've seen this happen before. Unless the Supreme Court feels that there is a need, there is a reason. And remember, it's very interestingly timed, going into summer vacations where the court only sits a vacation bench and not the full strength of the court. Will the court actually see purpose in the fact that, oh my God, this is an emergency, we have to hear it right now? Or will the court wait until things have passed so much that there really doesn't make any point after that in hearing the case at all? So the decision rests with the chairman of the House, who has already decided. So effectively, this means that the 7 MPs may have to claim that they are in fact the original party, and the matter could go to the Election Commission. The Election Commission will be required to make a decision with impartiality. And the Election Commission has not covered itself in glory recently. You know what I'm talking about. So, and then if that comes in, then the party symbol could be frozen temporarily until the decision is made. So there are lots of complications that could happen. None of these decisions would be easy for the people within the Aam Aadmi Party deciding what they want to do, because there is a Punjab election coming up in February next year. And so everything is happening right now before that Punjab election. So that is the most important and the bigger thing that is in play right now. Second, and the second thing that I want to point out is how the strength in Rajya Sabha changes, and this is motive number 1. The total strength in Rajya Sabha right now is 245. The majority mark, or the halfway mark, is 123. You need halfway to basically make ordinary laws. You need 2/3 to be able to change the constitution. The BJP, which was at 106, will go up to 113. The NDA, which is BJP and all of its allies, was 142. It goes up to 149 after this merger. Now, this gives the NDA a stronger position because it's well above that majority mark. It's easier to pass any ordinary legislation right now, but it's still falling short of the 2/3 mark, which is 163, which is what it needs for constitutional amendments. Remember that gap recently came into question when they were trying to move the women's reservation bill along with delimitation, right? And that was deeply disappointing for the BJP. So is this something that they're working towards to sort of increase their numbers in Rajya Sabha? And should other parties also at this point count their Rajya Sabha MPs and be a little more careful around them? That's the question, and this matters politically because the Aam Aadmi Party's 10 MPs played a key role in slowing down legislation in Rajya Sabha. The Aam Aadmi Party is now reduced to 3 MPs, and effectively it reduced the capacity to block and delay bills significantly, which means that the government can start pushing things that it wants to push, like structural legislation or uniform civil code, things like that are important to this government. The third thing that I want to bring up is the Punjab elections, the Punjab factor, which I see as motive number 2. It comes at a really crucial time. Like I told you, there is an election coming up in February next year. The Aam Aadmi Party currently governs Punjab with 92 out of 117 MLAs, so almost all of them really. The Chief Minister of Punjab, Bhagwant Mann, has dismissed all of these exits, saying individuals cannot replace the party. The ones who have left are not really mass leaders, but he may be understating what is actually happening. There is some buzz about the fact that Chadha is actually talking to these MLAs, and he might have about 40-45 of them already in his pocket, and he might Operation Lotus them out of there. This is now informal conversation, and with elections approaching, will MLAs explore greener pastures? Will they think they'll have better chances from within the BJP? These are the questions. So what can the BJP gain from Punjab because of this move? Historically, BJP has never really had a base in Punjab, right? They had 3 seats in the 2017 election, 2 seats in the 2022 election. They're now looking to replicate their West Bengal growth model and at least become the main opposition or just become the government in Punjab. So they have to take on the Aam Aadmi Party because the rest of the parties are not really that strong. Captain Amrinder Singh has already shifted sides. Cyril Jadkar has shifted sides. Now Raghav Chadha has shifted. And so the BJP is building a coalition of defectors at this point. And that could translate to big votes when it comes out in the open. So the BJP is sort of building a coalition of defectors. And whether or not that translates to votes when the election comes around is the big question. Or will it translate to an entire breaking of the Aam Aadmi Party before that election even comes around? So some Aam Aadmi Party leaders are openly claiming that this is not just about MPs, that this is in fact part of a larger plan to destabilize Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab. There are spokespeople who have said that Raghav Chadha is lowering leaders and weakening the party, that there are pressure tactics, agencies, offers, incentives, money, all of these things. Now I want to point out here before we go forward that these are all unconfirmed, informal sort of complaints coming from the Aam Aadmi Party. So there's no confirmation of it per se. There are rumors about the fact that MLAs are in touch with Raghav Chadha, that they are leaning towards Raghav Chadha. Some reports say Punjab MLAs are talking to him, as many as 40 out of those 92 that I told you about. What the credible sort of confirmed reporting says is that leaders remain united and the government is stable. This is according to the Aam Aadmi Party. That immediate crisis is political optics and that the risk is long term ahead of the big election. But what all of this is sort of leaving out is that Raghav Chadha was a really important backroom man for Arvind Kejriwal. He was almost like, and I'm not overstating here, he was almost like a son to Kejriwal in all of this from the beginning when they started the Aam Aadmi Party till today, which means that he knows everything. He knows every single person, he knows all of the buttons to press, he knows where the weak points are, where the strengths are, what to break and how to break. So Raghav Chadha might not be a popular leader, although he was trying to make himself into like a Zoran Mamdani type of social media politician. He might not be a popular leader on the ground in Punjab. He might not be able to pull votes, but he will be able to give the BJP strategy on the Aam Aadmi Party from the inside as to what to do and how to do it. Because Chadha and Sandeep Pathak, who's another person who has left the party, were key architects of the Aam Aadmi Party's Punjab win back in 2022. Their influence has already declined, but he does have relationships, he does have influence and legacy, and he doesn't necessarily have control right now, but he does have the intel. If that's what the BJP is looking for. So effectively everybody is watching Punjab because it's Aam Aadmi Party's last major state. Aam Aadmi Party at one point was the second strongest opposition party, close to, it had become as strong as the Congress effectively in terms of the number of states that it was running. It is down to only one state. There's the elections on next year. The BJP wants Punjab, as one of its bases, and so multiple things could happen at this point. If they break away enough MLAs from the Punjab government, could they actually claim to be the original Aam Aadmi Party and leave Arvind Kejriwal out in the cold like Uddhav Thackeray was sort of removed from his own party, and then the party split into two versions? It could go into a fight for the party symbol. It could go into the fight for the party, name. There are many things that we've seen happen in the state of Maharashtra that could be replicated in this case. So, can Arvind Kejriwal at this point, does he run the risk of losing his whole party? That's a possibility. In the very least, this changes numbers in the Rajya Sabha, so it suggests that the BJP is serious about moving bills through Parliament. It changes the fortunes of the Aam Aadmi Party on the ground going into an election. This sort of defection is not a good sign. It shows that the party is weak, that the leaders are not able to hold on to them, that they're not able to hold on to their people. So Raghav Chadha might make it seem like it's about having a bad boss and having a toxic workspace and then saying, dude, I'm done with this. Screw it, I'm going to go out and touch the grass and find literal greener pastures. But that's not what this is. This is a deeper, complex political game being played on the state level, on the parliament level, and on the national level going into the next big election. So very interesting things are happening right now in Indian politics. Raghav Chadha is at the middle of it for various reasons. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to hold on to his Instagram following for a very long period of time. It does seem like those audiences might be leaving him, but he's found importance in other ways. So it'll be interesting for me to actually watch the fortunes of Raghav Chadha going forward. But I'm interested to know what you think. Do you think they're going to come after the entire Aam Aadmi Party? Is it going to be Operation Lotus before the election, or is it going to be a big blow during the election? What do you think is going to happen in Punjab? Leave me a comment in the comment section.